Is it time to buy Ascent Solar stock? Welcome back, investors. Today I want to talk about Ascent Solar, ticker ASTI. I've covered this stock on the channel a few times now, so if you don't already know about Ascent Solar, it's worth checking out my other videos, where we deep dived into everything that I felt was important information to highlight to anyone considering investing. Ascent has been quiet recently up until this week, so in today's video we will be looking at what Ascent Solar actually do, the very latest press releases, progress that the company is making and what I expect to see next, a look at the charts before I give you my conclusion on Ascent Solar. Before we get into the video, if you like the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you could smash that like button. Previous Ascent Solar videos have over 1,000 likes between them, and I really appreciate the support. It also shows me that you want to see more videos on Ascent, so here we go. And it's 100% free, so hit that like button. Can we get another 300 likes on this video? Help me make it happen. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification so you never miss a video that has the potential to make you money. And if you want free money, check out Webull, who are giving away 2 free stocks worth up to $2,000 if you open an account and deposit $5 using my referral link. Check that out below. I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this should not be taken as financial advice. Now let's do a brief overview of Ascent Solar for anybody that's new, and then we'll move on to the latest news. So who are Ascent Solar? I'm going to do just a 1-minute overview for anyone that's new. Ascent Solar was formed in 2005 to commercialize their leading-edge SIGS technology on flexible plastic substrate. Their technology is recognized as the future of the solar industry. Ascent has cemented itself as a leader in the manufacturing of innovative, high-performance, flexible, thin-film solar panels for both existing and emerging defense, consumer electronic, space, and aerospace applications. Ascent is the only manufacturer commercially producing SIGS solar on a plastic substrate with monolithic integration, a key differentiator that they say puts them ahead of other manufacturers. SIGS technology seamlessly integrates into the wings of unmanned aerial vehicles, on the sides of satellites, or carried in the packs of deployed soldiers so they can easily power their electronics on the go. From standard bare modules to the extreme SIGS technology, they offer customers custom solutions to meet any requirements. Their solar technology will not crack or shatter upon impact and continues to operate in cloudy or overcast conditions. Even if the panels get damaged, their technology allows for the flow of electricity around the damaged area. As well as their standard SIGS technology, they also offer a super light and extreme variant that has the high performance solar efficiency that they say no other thin film provider can match. Their mission is to design, develop, manufacture the ultimate solar technology and power solutions for remote locations and extreme environments, with the vision of delivering clear and innovative power solutions for everyone, everywhere. In my last video, we discussed a very short article written by Seeking Alpha stating that Ascent Solar was on its last leg and advising investors to sell while they can. But if you've watched my previous videos, you will know that Ascent Solar have been completely restructuring their business over the past couple of years. They were in a very bad way and even had to sell their production facility. And if it wasn't for a billionaire investor who bought a majority share in the company, I highly doubt it would still even be afloat. But on Thursday, Ascent announced the signing of a new funding agreement with BD1 Investment Holding, the investment holding arm of the German controlling shareholder of the company. The company entered into a security purchase agreement with BD1 to sell over 600 million shares of common stock at a market price of 0.015 per share in exchange for new funding of $10 million. This will be completed in 2 tranches of $5 million. The first will be on or before the 31st of August and the second on or before the 31st of October. As we've seen in the previous videos, the company's finances are not very good. But they are fantastic compared to what they were before the restructure, but still not good. Ascent have stopped burning through money at the rate that they had been doing, but the fact remains that they still have very little by way of revenue and are still posting losses every quarter. However, this $10 million will substantially improve the financial position of the company, and this news, along with some other news, has seen ASTI share price improve by roughly 45% over the past 5 days alone. CEO Victor Lee has stated the new funding agreement is a strong vote of confidence from our controlling shareholders to the restructuring and recapitalization effort undertaken by Ascent Solar since early 2020. Ascent's team has shown great resilience and perseverance in restarting operations and continuing to pursue our ambition to deliver innovative power solutions for everyone everywhere. The new funding will enable Ascent to execute the business plan to deliver long-term shareholder value by focusing on capacity ramp-up, technological improvement and sales development. We will continue to strengthen our balance sheet as we ramp up production to serve the Tier 1 specialty PV markets in conjunction with satisfying the future demand of Tube Solar AG. We are optimistic and looking forward to stronger years ahead as our high-value PV market focus begins to take shape. Now look at the wording that BD1 have used here. This does not sound like they consider Ascent Solar to be on its last leg by any stretch of the imagination. Ascent Solar's best-in-class specific power of its modules is clearly state-of-the-art and cannot be easily replicated. We are pleased to be a major investor of Ascent Solar, who we believe has immense potential to be a commercially viable company and a market leader, particularly in the high-value specialty PV markets. We'll continue to work closely with Ascent's management team to achieve its long-term objectives. Then, earlier this week, Ascent Solar participates in the US Special Operations Command Technology Experimentation. This is an invitation-only US Special Operations event that was held at the end of July. The focus of this event was to highlight see-through walls technology, otherwise known as STTW for short. Ascent's lightweight, rugged and portable CIGS PV system, designed to reduce the reliance on heavy bulky batteries, was able to demonstrate its highly suitability for purpose in providing mobile power solutions for these STTW systems, which can be vehicle mounted, SUAS mounted, tripod mounted or handheld, which will provide our warfighters with a critical advantage on the battlefield. Of the 30 plus technology vendors selected for participation in TE21-3, Ascent was the only one not specifically demonstrating STT technology, a reflection on the importance of their technology in the DoD's next generation strategies. This is the fourth consecutive year that Ascent has been chosen to support the TE, continued acknowledgement that Ascent CIGS PV technology provides the Department of Defense with unparalleled breadth of capability. Victor Lee stated that developing state-of-the-art and potentially disruptive PV technology capable of integrating seamlessly into handheld, vehicle-mounted or even SUAS separates Ascent from the competition and puts them in a very unique position to be the key partner to SOCOM and the primary branches of the Department of Defense. These are the contracts that we want to see as an investor. There are a lot of companies releasing PR every week, signing tiny contracts and making huge announcements. But Ascent Solar are working very quietly. They are not concerned with small contracts. They have stated again and again that they are going after high value contracts. They're aiming for contracts with the likes of the Department of Defense and NASA. These are the huge money contracts. These are the contracts we want to see. And they don't feel the need to make announcements to try and attract retail investors. They already have a billionaire majority shareholder who we've just seen is willing to pump more money in if needed. Now let's look at the charts and then we'll look at some interesting articles that have been published in the last few days. So we can see here that the share price was around 0.005 at the start of the year. Then it started to move upwards and reached its 52-week high at around 9 cents back in February. Since then the stock has been on a steep decline, which has been similar to many penny stocks, growth stocks and solar stocks, reaching as low as 0.014 this month. Looking closer at the chart over the past month, we can see this downward channel the stock had been moving in following the Seeking Alpha short report, stating that Ascent was on its last leg. But the stock has hit a wall at 0.14 and spent the last 3 weeks moving sideways, bouncing off this support line pretty much every day. Before the price started to rise again on the 2nd of August, this coincides with the news that Ascent were at the SOCOM TE that we talked about just a moment ago, and this has continued to rise with news of the $10 million investment. And I think this will continue to rise for a number of reasons over the coming weeks. First, the Q2 earnings report will be due any day now. The Q1 report had been filed late on the 24th of May, but they had been very busy. In total, Ascent had filed 4 quarterly reports and an annual report between the 5th of March and the 24th of May. But I would expect that this 10Q will be filed on time. Ascent Solar are beginning to gather some attention lately. This article on NASDAQ.com ranks Ascent Solar in the 7 solar penny stocks to buy right now. They have said that Ascent Solar offers tremendous upside potential for its equity unit's cheap price tag. And while ASTI stock might appear to be going nowhere equity unit, it enjoys tremendous appeal on investment related forums. It wouldn't surprise me if the sheer power of the internet moves the share dramatically higher from here. Granted, you want to be careful with a company that generated less than $70,000 in 2020, but as with other penny stocks on the list, you'll want to keep close tabs on ASTI shares just in case. As we already know, sales and production have been very limited over the past few years, but I don't expect this to continue for too much longer, as I feel that Ascent are turning the corner. Ascent Solar are also listed as a penny stock to buy right now in this article on entrepreneur.com. Ascent Solar is actually the only OTC stock on this list. ASCI has been climbing back this month. The latest move comes after a quarter and a half of selling pressure took ASTI stock below its 200-day moving average for the first time since 2020. While excitement has built back up in renewable energy stocks and solar specifically, other developments have also helped give the solar stock a boost. And they mentioned the 2 press releases that we've already talked about. But you can see that Ascent is beginning to gather the right kind of attention again, and I think we might be about to see a big upturn for this stock. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Before I give you my final conclusion, if you've watched all the way through, then hit that like button. Remember, Webull are giving away 2 free stocks if you sign up and deposit $5 using my referral link, so make sure you do that. And if you're new around here, remember to hit that subscribe button and bell notification, follow me on Twitter and join the Facebook group, all links below. So what do I think? I'm delighted to see Ascent being listed in articles as a penny stock to watch or a stock to buy at the moment. This has been a very tough few years for Ascent, and even more so for investors who've been watching the share price drop over the past few months, constantly waiting for the tide to turn. Ascent hasn't been helped by the fact that a lot of OTC stocks have been following the same downward trajectory, but hopefully this is coming to an end. These articles are talking about renewed optimism in the solar stocks market, and I hope that Ascent can benefit here. I expect to see the next 10Q being filed within the next couple of weeks, and I look forward to that. Although the improved financial position won't show up on the accounts until the following quarter, I do still expect that August will be a good month for Ascent Solar. If anyone is thinking about buying into this stock, I encourage you to do your own research. This is just my opinion, and as I said before, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. What are your thoughts on the future of Ascent Solar? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching the video and I'll catch you in the next one.